Are you always looking for others' approval, whether you're looking good or not? You feel happy when somebody says, "Wow, you look beautiful, you're doing a great job," versus feel really sad and depressed when somebody says, that's not you. You don't look good. You're always wanting somebody to appreciate you. Is that practical where somebody is always appreciating you so that you can be happy? How can you be happy without being dependent on others? Watch this scenario Brooke has brought in front of us, how she has been able to change her thought process. Hey, change makers, are you ready to transform into a healthy and a happy you? I am Rajitha Bommakanti, registered nurse, faith-based holistic coach, founder of Healthy You Lifestyle Center, and national board certified health and wellness coach. If you want to develop healthy habits for life, one step at a time, then click the red subscribe button and the bell icon now.
Hey, Rajitha.
Welcome, Brooke. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm really glad you booked this meeting with me. I needed you're just so good to talk to and help me, and I'm grateful. So I'm very glad you took the time to talk with me about what
I
happened.
understand you have a little unsettling feeling within you. So, can you explain
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Um I as you know, because we've known each other just a little bit, but I'm dating a few people around, and we had kind of a group of people, very good friends of mine that I've known a long time, kind of had a little party, get together, if you will, um, a couple weeks ago. And there were a few guys there that they were interested in introducing me to. And I was really excited because I kind of looked them up and, taken, so they were interesting to me. And I was excited about it. And I went out and bought this really pretty kind of cranberry dress.
Mm.
And I'd gotten my nails done. And it was just, I was looking forward to this and done a lot of prep work for it. And got there that evening, and I enjoyed the evening and I had a good time. And I met these individuals, but it just felt funny. Like my girlfriend was just kind of critical about a few things. Like she pulled me into the bathroom and was like, "This dress just, why did you wear that? It doesn't look good on you. I don't like the color." And that kind of made me real self-conscious, but then you have a little glass of wine and you continue to mingle, and it made me unnerved and very disappointed. And so I've kind of chewed on that for the past 10 days or so, and it's bothered me. I can't get that out of my head. I can't get rid of that feeling, and I don't know why. And you're always good to talk to about these things. You always have such good advice. So I wanted to talk to you about it and ask your opinion.
Thank you for noticing that you have that unsettling feeling within you,
Mhm.
and you have been mulling over that for the last 10 days,
Mhm.
which has happened about 10 days ago.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I've lost sleep. It's woken me up. I've
Hmm.
My quality of sleep is gone, and then I find myself when I'm driving around, I chew on it. It just is bothering me, and I'm recognizing that criticism affects me on a daily basis, and I don't know what to do. I really don't.
That simmering, constantly it's simmering within you,
Mhm.
that criticism. Um, so, if I may ask you, you were looking forward for this wonderful get together to meet somebody,
Mhm.
and you went and bought this beautiful dress, got your nails done, mani pedi, everything done,
Oh, it
perfect
was so
dress.
fun. I was so excited to have it done.
Oh wow, that is exciting. So I want you to first pause, think, and then answer. When you got this dress and, you know, got all ready, had your hairdo completely perfectly done and all that, as you were walking in to the party with your high heels on and all that stuff, was that dressing up you did, was that for you or for others?
I'd say probably, Rajitha, a combination. I like to dress up. I like to doll up and have my nails and my hair done. So it made me feel good to do it. And I embraced that. But when you're dating or trying to date or trying to find a partner, you also want to appeal to them. And, I have a big crowd of girlfriends, and we're all, I guess, competing for the same group of people. So I also want to appear better or look better, or I want to have them approve what I do as well because they're important to me. So I would say it's a combination of things.
Okay, so from what I hear, um, you had an expectation when you went there that people will look at you and say, wow, looking, you look beautiful. Was
Mhm.
that your expectation, or am I putting that in your head?
No, no, no. I agree because I know how to doll up and dress up and be fun. So yeah, when you don't get, of course, I always say this, and a girlfriend of mine, and you can use this at will. Women tend to dress for women. Men think, oh, you look pretty, but they really don't pay a lot of it. It's just the overall package. But you do dress for your girlfriends because they notice your nails and they notice your earrings and they notice your dress. And so I guess in a lot of ways, it was about them saying, oh my gosh, you look beautiful too. And I love that dress and you look pretty. And I was so, it just didn't happen. And it hurt my feelings really badly.
So you wanted them to notice you and
Yes,
appreciate
ma'am.
what you have on.
Hmm.
And, you know, that way, because when they appreciate, what happens to you?
Well, I feel validated. It makes me feel better. It feels like I have their approval, if you will. So that's, yeah. And I feel better about myself. It gives me confidence.
Okay. So you are dependent on that validation from your friends,
In a lot of
that
ways, yes.
confidence, right?
Yep.
So if they don't validate, then you feel bad. If you
Yeah.
if they validate you, you'll feel good.
Hmm. Yeah.
So what are you doing at this moment? You are giving your control over to them, right? Somebody has to validate you for you to feel better.
So it's external validation that I'm trying to achieve, is what you're saying.
Yes, yes. So, in order for you to feel better, always somebody has to validate you, appreciate you.
Hmm.
Okay, so it
Yes.
is that external thing,
Hmm.
right? Think about it. How practical is it? Always somebody is validating you, appreciating you, because that's the only way you can be happy. Is that practical where always somebody is saying, Brooke, you're looking good? Have,
No, it's not practical. It's exhausting. It's tiring, always trying to, lack of a better phrase, perform for someone else in order to feel good when I walk out the door, to receive that compliment. I probably did that a lot when I was younger. I always wanted my mom and dad to say, "Oh, you look beautiful. Oh, you look pretty." Um, it was all about the external. And then I felt good when I got in the car and went to school or whatever it was. When I was out with my sorority sisters, it was, "Oh, you look pretty. You look great. You're going to go get Mr. Cutie Pie. You know, you'll get a date." And so I guess I've carried that through with my girlfriends now. Yeah, I see that.
yeah, that's that programming that's been done, right? So, looking at what is in your control and what is not in your control. So, do you understand that this constantly looking for that validation from others is not in your control? Or is it in your control? I'm asking you.
Well, their opinion is not in my control,
Mm.
but my reaction to what they say is in my control. And my desire to have them validate me is in my control. And
Beautiful.
but it's tiring to have
It is.
to work on them do that. It's
It
tiring.
is. It is. So I would say, you think you could try to shift that thought process a little bit? Okay. I
I can. That's why I'm coming to you. I want you to help me learn how to shift it. I'm stressed about it and I know better, but I don't have the tools. And that's why I'm trying to talk to you about this to have you help me understand what those tools may be.
okay. All right. So shifting that thought a little bit. Yes, go get beautiful dress and get yourself all, makeup and the hair and all that stuff. But do it for you because it makes you feel good, right? And then drop all that expectations.
Okay.
See, we have an event, right? And then for every one of those events, we attach an expectation.
Okay.
We always go in with an expectation because you just said, as you were growing up, your parents always said, wow, you look so pretty. So that's been programmed from childhood that for every event, we have an expectation. If things don't go according to your expectations,
Mhm.
then that does not make you feel happy. You're sad. Versus if things go according to your expectations, then you're happy.
Mhm.
You're right in that high cloud. But you don't have control of others, what they say, what they do, how they react.
Mhm.
So if you reprogram yourself into thinking, okay, what they are saying is their opinion, that does not affect you.
Okay.
What
Okay.
affects you is what you see in yourself. When you look in that mirror, what are you seeing yourself? What are you saying to yourself?
I probably am saying at that time, and what you're asking me to do is to look at myself in the mirror and say, "You look beautiful for you. I like your hair. I like your earrings. I like your nails. You're scoring a 9 here out of 10. You're doing good." And own it versus giving that power to another person or party or entity. So I think that, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Should I write this down? Should I write these things, these manifestations down? Would that be good? Put them on my mirror? How does that work? What can you help me with that?
Well, when thoughts occur, right? You cannot control it. And then what happens? One trigger happens and they just keep flowing continuously.
Yes,
People
they
say,
do.
stop, stop, stop. It's not stopping. It keeps flowing. So every day we have several different things that happen to us. We, get that within us, whether
Okay.
knowingly or unknowingly, they're already embedded within us.
Okay.
When we are listening to news, watching, scrolling the phone, when we are talking to people. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if you can just sit down, whatever thoughts that are coming, write them down, and then tear that piece of paper and throw it out.
Oh, that's easy and functional and very easy to do and accomplish.
Yeah. So instead of, you that friend of yours, the girlfriend, said, Brooke, this does not set right. This color doesn't go well with you,
Yeah.
right? And did you go talk about that to somebody else?
No, I chewed on it. I didn't want to let anybody know that that hurt me. I
Okay.
internalized it, I guess is the best way to say it. And I kind of, like I said, it's bothered me for a week and a half now. Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk to you because I've internalized it, and it's to your point. I'm chewing on it. I'm biting my nails and driving down the road thinking about it.
You have been chewing on it so much that you have lost your sleep and
Yes,
you're not able to function better at work or through the day,
correct.
right? So, this is that slow inflammation that is going on within you
Okay.
and
Right.
that slow stress. And over time, it is going to become chronic and it could surface into some physical manifestation.
Is that why my tummy's been upset
Yes.
and my shoulders are all tight?
That gut,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that gut, all that upset stomach and
Hmm.
tightness and constantly that restlessness.
Hmm.
So by doing that, you're putting whatever is in your head in that paper and
Okay.
you tear that connection of those emotions out and throw it out. So you're slowly cleaning every day, every few days you clean up your cabinets, all the furniture in the
Yeah.
house because dust collects, right? Over
Mhm.
time that dust collects and you keep cleaning it to make sure it's nice and clean.
Mhm.
What happens when you don't clean for a month?
It's a lot harder to clean. It takes more time and it doesn't get done as well.
Exactly. The same thing that is collecting within you. And once it's so much, you won't be able to break it down. That's going to get so hard. So why not dust yourself off every single day? Clean it by writing these things down and tearing it up.
I will try that. I will absolutely give that a try because then I can throw them away. I can throw those negative thoughts away. And if they come back, I can do it again.
Not just when it comes back, you just don't dust it only when it's dusty, right? You
Hmm.
do the maintenance job every day, or every couple days you
Okay.
keep dusting, right? You're not going to wait until it gets caked up.
Until you can see it or feel it, right?
Yes, yes. So keep doing that every single day.
Okay.
And also, when before you sleep, while you're laying down, because that's when the programming happens, you're sleeping for 7 to 8 hours.
Hmm.
So that's when you say your affirmations. I am a beautiful self. I am a powerful soul. I am very light. I'm happy from within me, and I give happiness and joy to everybody around me.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Whatever you want yourself to be,
Hmm.
repeating those affirmations, it doesn't take very long, just a minute.
Hmm.
Repeating it 3 times when you are falling asleep. That way, that gets soaked in you
Hmm.
next 7 to 8 hours. And then first thing when you wake up in the morning.
Mm. Okay. So kind of banking that on either side of my sleep, those affirmations. And then during the day or at the end of the day, before I go to sleep, writing down criticisms or negative thoughts and then shredding them. I have a shredder. Maybe I'll just shred them.
Yeah,
So that's very visceral. It's a very obvious thing to do. All my problems and my criticisms get shredded at the end of the day. So,
yeah, yeah. And and then, it's a process. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight, right? So constantly shifting that when somebody says something, yes, you get triggered because we
mhm.
have been programmed that way, right? Get
Yes.
triggered.
Hmm.
And then after some time, when you realize it, say to yourself, okay, that was their opinion, that was their behavior. That's fine. I can't control them. I have control over myself. So you have control. What type of channel do you want to play in your head? Being a victim, or
No,
you
no,
want
let's
to
not
be
be
a
a
victim,
victim. No.
right? You want to take that power in your hand
Mhm.
and
I don't
ride
want to
on
give
that.
anybody that power. You're right. Yes.
So that's when you have to see what type of a channel you want to play. Think of it as a remote. You have your own remote control.
That's awesome. I can do that. These are wonderful steps. So, clarify. When the thought comes through my head, stop and say that is their opinion. It does not affect me. They're entitled to that opinion, but I have to push it away. I can't control it. Then take them at the end of the day, shred them, tear them up, throw them away, burn them. And then at night, do my affirmations before I fall asleep for about a minute. And then again, when I wake up and have a quiet moment as well, the same affirmations.
Yeah,
Oh, that's very helpful. You've given me a lovely set of tools for my toolbox. Thank you.
yes. Thank you for, having that awareness and coming here to make sure that you are moving in the right track. That is the first step, awareness. So
I
thank you,
appreciate
Brooke.
it. Thank you for your time. I'm grateful.
You're welcome. I am your faith based holistic coach. Until next time, keep the control to yourself. You have the control of yourself. Don't be a victim of others.